When last we left off, our adventuring party had ventured into the Dead City to investigate the Blind Candle, a tavern that seems to be connected with the disappearances of the local harpers. Upon arriving, they discovered that there was in fact undead surrounding this tavern. A lot of undead. And after a brief scuffle and dealing with them, a new character approaches the party in the form of Gazrakul. Yes. Announcing that he is a friend, the party then journeys into the tavern, down into the cellar, where a horrible monstrosity does battle with the party, as well as a vampiric nightmare creature of sorts that they dispatch without problem. Venturing further down, they discover the source of this recent uptick in undeadness. A necromancer using undead mocks to breathe new life into these corpses and abominations. A conversation is had with the necromancer, revealing them to call themselves the sculptor. And then the sculptor closes off their exit with a wall of force. And now, we go back. And I would like everyone to roll for initiative.
There's no music, by the way, DM.
Son of a...
Oh, I can hear the music.
Well, it's okay. I'm changing the music, because we're going to do this.
Oh no, I'm not on this floor.
Can you see, Josh?
Not a thing.
Not a thing? Yes.
Oh, I think is it because... Oh, never mind. I'm
How
dumb.
about now,
Never
Josh?
I was about to say, I have a torch now. I can see. A little bit.
Amazing.
We see you. Do you not see us?
No, mine's just a black square.
Oh, you must be on both levels just for Max's convenience. With your vision's probably in the other token.
No, why can't you see?
Never mind. Give him Max more power than he actually has.
You have control over the token, right?
Yes,
can
but
you-
I can't see anything.
It's weird, because it's telling me that the token has vision and can see. Can you do me a favor and refresh?
I sure can.
That token is super adorable, by the way.
Thanks. I imagine him looking less derpy, but there's just literally no art for his existence. So I
Sorry, sir.
found the
That
closest
derpiness is now
facsimile.
canon.
Yeah.
Gazi, Razi, and Cooley. So adorable.
It's so hard for me not to change that to Coolio, but I feel like only Colin and Troy would understand who I'm referring to.
Oh, we're not that young.
I still need Chilbu's initiative.
I am.
It's Chilbu's initiative.
Might have to restart Roll20. Today is the day it has chosen just not to work, period. I'm gonna completely restart the browser.
And just to double check, you click on the token's information and it is set to his character sheet.
He has control over the token. The token has vision. I'm not sure why.
You want to know what's really weird right now?
But
For one, the first weird thing is that I'm stuck on the loading screen. And the second is that over under my newspaper, Gazrakul is grayed out.
what?
The hell?
Hold on.
Might be an
I'm a-
issue actually loading Roll20.
Yeah. I'm about to do a quick snip just to show.
You can always just see how good Max is at chess. Have him share a screen and be like, move Childu to B9.
I might be able to do something like that without revealing too much. Because if I share the specific window...
Getting Curse of Strahd memories with the house and the witch.
Okay. I have D&D Beyond working again, but it's still a black screen for me.
And when you say D&D Beyond, you mean Roll20?
That's exactly what I...
Hold on. I've been
Max,
having
you're
issues.
sharing your screen?
Oh, I can see.
Yeah,
There's two of them.
I see what's happening. It's the same issue that keeps happening over and over in all my sessions. It just freaking just stops editing a token, like it freezes the token.
That's weird.
Like,
I'm working on it.
thank goodness I run it like I do, so I have a player preview, so I can see what you guys are seeing. Because otherwise, a lot of things would just fly past. We never know. Because I can only tell because like I'll move your token on my screen, and then look at the player's screen and see that it hasn't moved, so I know it's not updating.
That's wild.
And it's extremely annoying. It's been I've had it in
A
just about
consistent issue.
every single game for the past like 2 weeks.
Yeah, this is part of the reason why my Long Beach crew moved over to Foundry. Because Roll20 has been interesting.
I'm looking into Foundry, but it's a whole new learning curve.
I'm gonna get a dope module set up from one of my buddies in Long Beach, and once I have all that stuff, I'll shoot it to you so you can play with the cool modules, and then hopefully you can figure it out before I do.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm Gucci. Thank you for your help.
All right. Cool. Well then, let us begin. It is a boneless turn.
I like
So-
the name.
Thanks. I didn't come up with it. Does a 17 hit you, Bosch?
That will hit.
Alrighty then. It's not gonna do too much.
My boy got 15 feet reach.
Yeah, is it a ranged attack?
No, this is the
You have not moved.
son of a bitch.
Sorry.
Should we
Oh,
all
no.
just watch your screen?
Why? Why is this? Well, the thing is, it's on my. It's only updating on my GM screen.
Let me
That's fine.
reload.
No, it's on Roll20's side, because it's
Oh.
affecting all of you at the same time.
We're
Why?
cursed.
Why does it do this? Why is it like this? In fact, it's either Roll20 or it's me. Which I reload
Ah.
this. Nope. Let me try reloading this.
I'm sure this is super entertaining podcast material for you, Troy. Live and uncut.
Yeah.
In its glory.
And wow, it is taking a while to load.
I tried to reload mine, and now I have Bosch's token and a black screen, but it might just be taking its time.
I don't get this. Alright. Let me try moving this token. Okay. Did the token move?
Yes, it did.
Okay. So that's weird. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. How about you, Colin? How's things looking for you?
It has not reloaded yet, so I still have Bosch's face and a black screen, but it's fine. You can describe things to me.
All right. Well, it hits you for 6 damage, and then will attempt to hit you again. That one absolutely hits with a 23,
Yes.
dealing 4 points of damage. And because you are hit by both of its attacks, it manages to wrap around you. You are now grappled by it, and specifically, it wrapped itself around your face.
Oh,
You are blinded and unable to breathe, so it's a good thing your screen's black.
Times.
Eve, you watch this horrible creature wrap itself around Bosch.
oh, well, that's unfortunate. That changes things a little bit. Yeah, Eve's gonna make that a priority. Gonna whoop, slide over here and cast a Dissonant Whispers at it.
It will... What is your spell save?
14
14 wisdom?
wisdom.
Okay. It got an 11.
Yeah!
Alright.
Okay.
So roll
So
your
that
damage.
should be
Yeah, it is technically on Bosch's square.
13 damage,
Alright, it's gonna get
and he has to move.
So 5. Alright. Bosch, you get an attack of opportunity as it leaps off of you.
Disadvantage because I'm blinded, right?
Because it's taking place when it's leaving your threatened space, you're no longer blinded when this happens.
Okay. Sweet. Yeah, I can see things again too. That's amazing. It's a wonderful coincidence. I'll absolutely take an attack of opportunity. 26 to hit.
You're using the lance right now.
Oh. Well, shit.
Oh,
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. That's the correct move, Veritas.
that's right. Veritas is on the ground currently.
Where is Veritas now?
Veritas
ground.
was swimming through nonsense
He's
and
swimming.
fecal matter, so he is
Okay.
on his own.
Oh, yeah.
Let me re-roll with the lance, apparently.
You still
22.
hit. And it's been a hot second. Do you have to spend charges to get any of the D6s?
Yes. I would
Yes.
just do the 14 piercing.
Just the 14 piercing? Alright. You stab into the creature, and you see that it is... And you tear at the flesh of it, and... Yeah, that did some damage.
Wait.
Oh, careful, Bosch. And Eve will also shout out, remember, we need the culprit alive!
Oh, I forgot to add the damage from the psychic damage. As you tear at it, Bosch, it falls flat on the ground, dead.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah, I forgot to
I
add the
get it.
psychic
Just psychic
damage.
damage. Okay. And I keep forgetting to calculate how many charges the Dragon Tamer Lance has. But I haven't used it in a few days. I don't think. It recovers 1d4 plus 4 charges.
It should have gotten to full charges at this point. It's been several days. I don't think you've ever gotten to 0 charges. So yeah, it should be at full charges.
Cool.
All right. Did you do anything for your bonus action, Eve?
Yep, as a matter of fact, Bard, Eve busts out her fiddle, her viol, and blows out a quick song and gives some inspiration to Bosch.
Bosch, you are feeling inspired.
Oh.
All right. If that concludes your turn, Chilbu.
Chobu flutter dashes.
Fluttering and dashing.
You see that path, so let me know what's gonna happen.
I do see that path. So you end up here,
Uh-huh.
and you are stopped. It was hard to see prior, but now that you're close, you see a spectral hand blocking your path.
Crap. Okay.
You have 10 feet of movement left.
That's right at 50, yeah. I would go straight up if possible.
All right. You will take an attack of opportunity from... Who wanted the bonus? Does a 22 hit you?
22 is my AC.
All right. That is 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
That is my temporary hit points. And I will bonus action put them back.
Yes, you will. All right. See, armor, tank. All right.
And that'll end my turn.
All right. It is Tia's turn. Forgot to change her token, but she is still in silver dragon form, and is going to move to here and attack this boneless. And will connect, dealing maximum damage. All right. And now we get to the boneless turns. Yeah, that's gonna go there, and we'll attempt to attack Bosch again. I take it a soft 20 will hit you.
Yes.
I'm rolling
See
really.
if I get a turn.
I'm rolling really well. That is 7 points of damage,
Okay.
and then a second. Oh my god! Natural 20.
Oh,
You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and once again are wrapped in skin as both attacks have hit you.
damn it, Bosch! I said be careful.
Didn't do anything yet.
You do not hear that. You hear. More boneless. This one is actually going to attack Veritas. That is a 19 to hit Veritas.
Yeah. If you just roll a 10 or above, I mean, it will hit me.
Yeah. All right. Take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. And then yeah, that's going to hit 21. And another 7 points of bludgeoning damage. And you two are wrapped and entangled.
Okay.
Alright, this one will go and attack Tia.
Hey! Feel disrespected.
That's a natural 20. Eight points of bludgeoning to her. God, I'm rolling really, really hot right now. This is very unfortunate. So it hits again and also wraps her up now. This one will attempt to latch on to Grey Malkin. It's my lowest roll yet, but that still hits. This is not good. Haha! I missed! With a 7. Finally. So Grey Malkin is not wrapped up and is able to push off this horrible creature. Gaz, it will take your full movement to get down to the stairs.
Got it. And when I get there, I see the barrier. I'm not a fan, so I'm going to use bonus action to cast Misty Step.
All right.
Let's see. 30 feet. I'm gonna pop over right behind Eve. And then for my action, in time-honored tradition, I'm going to...
Just fireball.
Unfortunately, you have casted a leveled spell as a bonus
Oh,
action.
you're so right. I hate my life. That's okay, because what I'm actually going to do is, let's see, what's the range on my trusty firebolt? I'm going to launch the firebolt at the Necromancer.
All right.
Does that hit?
A 22 will hit, even with the cover that he has. Dealing a pretty solid 18 points of damage, and he needs to make a con save. Natural 20.
Of course.
Break the puppet master, and the puppets will fall.
Alright.
That's my
Bosch, make a strength saving throw.
Can...
This happens at the start of your turn.
Oh, okay. It's unfortunate. Yeah.
I know. You still make it. You are able to throw the boneless off of you.
Amazing. Okay. I does an anger. And let me roll Wild Magic Surge. I feel like I roll a lot of 5s. Maybe not. Okay, but yes. So that's the one. If somebody hits me, they take a d6 force damage.
All right, that could be very helpful.
I think so. Yeah. Okay, so both Tia and Veritas are restrained by these things,
Yes. Well, not restrained, grappled.
grappled. They're all having been under this. Also, I know the predicament they're in. And I know that Veritas has to breathe. So can I try to remove the one that's wrapping around him?
You can indeed try to.
Yeah.
How would you like to do it? Just rip it off or attack it, or how would you like to?
Is any of Veritas sticking out, or is he completely covered?
He's wrapped like
Burrito.
like a snake in like a pile of like poop.
Yeah.
Because he's in his form.
Yeah, Veritas you don't see much of.
Okay.
Nick needs to watch more Animal Planet.
There might be like a soft glow coming from portions of it.
Okay. So if I don't see him at all, then what I will try to do is grab with two hands and try to tear a hole open in the skin flap. If I can get Veritas out.
Alright, roll me an athletics check. With
Okay.
advantage since you're raging. You will probably succeed this. Absolutely. You are able to rip flesh away, and you are able to free Veritas from this creature.
Cool. Oh, gross.
I will only count that as one of your attacks.
Okay. And I will continue attacking this horrible creature.
The one that was grappling you, or the one that was grappling Veritas?
I feel like I would continue with the one that I had torn off Veritas.
Alright then, roll to attack.
Yeah. Only a 15.
A 15 will still hit.
Hey.
And we need to add rage damage now.
Yeah. 12 damage then.
12 damage. You were able to tear a wide hole into this fleshy monster.
And that's pretty much what I've got.
Alrighty then. If that's all you got, then we're gonna move on to more boneless boys. You feel better now, Chilbu?
Yes. I am not forgotten.
You are not forgotten, you're also not hit. As it tries to slap at you, you are able to nimbly dodge out of its attacks. It is the Necromancer's turn. It is he, the Sculptor, is going to cast a spell. Who would have thought? What will he choose? What will he choose? Yeah, he'd choose that one. Can Chilbu make me a Constitution saving throw?
DM, is the Necromancer in view
Yes.
of Veritas?
Yes.
Let's just double check. Counterspell.
Alright. Roll a charisma check.
Charisma check.
Oh no, I haven't done anything to you yet. How I have a
Your
spell thrown at me?
Your counterspell does not succeed.
I am sorry, Chilbu.
Please roll the con save, Chilbu. You succeed on the con save, though, so you only take half this damage, as he casts Blight on you. I will be using the dice roller, as this uses quite a few dice. Take half of that, so 18? Yeah. Yeah, 18 points of necrotic damage.
Not feeling great, but I'm okay.
And you weren't concentrating on anything, were you?
Concentrating on punching this dude in the face.
Fair enough. However, that was his action. He's now going to use his bonus action to move his Bigsby's hand, as that is what is blocking your path. It is going to miss you, though, as it kind of swipes at you, but does not connect. Alright, it's this thing's turn now.
I may be old on my way down.
You are closer, Chilbu.
I am closer.
Yeah. I need to see how much reach this thing has. Has reach, so yeah, it's going to step right here, and it will attempt to slam down on you.
Did you move it?
Fuck.
The big one didn't move.
Fuck.
Is it here? Or is it here? It's there.
Oh, now there are two.
Hey, yo, roll 20. Can you, like, make this work? Anyway, yeah, 25's gonna hit you, right?
Yep.
Alright.
I invoke Portent.
You invoke Portent.
So that last number, they're both 4s, so it drops to a 4.
Well, it drops the die roll to a 4.
Correct.
Alright, then that indeed will miss you, but it's going to swing again.
Of course it is.
That
helped.
one is only an 18 to hit.
That misses.
Alrighty then. You are able to avoid its attacks. It is this one's turn. This one sees that Bosch is no longer encased, so it's going to try and encase him. 21 to hit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Bosch, but at least you're raging now. 4 reduced to 2. That's cocked. Soft 20 to hit for the second attack, so you're going to be encased again, and that will be 6 reduced to 3. And you are once again wrapped up. This one. Hello, Eve.
Hi.
11 doesn't hit you,
No.
but a 19 does.
That'll do.
That'll be 4 points of bludgeoning damage. And you are not encased. Mary Greymoke is going to... is going to use a bonus action to cast Hex on the Necromancer. And is going to follow that up with some Eldritch Blasts. The first one's a natural 20. The second one's a natural 1.
Ooh.
That's fine. Alright. So that'll be... dealing a meaty 28 points of damage. See it impact this Necromancer and it hurts him greatly. He needs to roll a con save. And what is his modifier? He fails the con save by 1. Bigsby's hand disappears. Alright. Veritas. How you doing, buddy?
Veritas has been kind of stunned, and it makes sense that he's the last in the initiative order. As he was pulled out by Bosch, he sees that Bosch is being wrapped around the head, and in response, he casts a level 1 Dissonant Whispers.
Alright, it will completely fail its wisdom save. That's a 3.
And that is 8 psychic damage.
Alright, it will jump off of you, Bosch. Bosch, you get another attack of opportunity.
Yeah, and I will take it. 27 to hit.
Absolutely. For
19.
19. Yeah, that is... Between the two of you, you did exactly the amount of health it had. It does not get very far. Tumbling over its... Oh, nope. Friend there. Alrighty then. Anything else, Veritas?
Communicating with Bosch telepathically. A little shaky of a voice, says, "You alright, Bosch?"
Not really, but we'll deal with it.
And he will end his turn.
Alright. Back up at the top of the round. Eve.
Oh my god, how bad is everyone looking?
Save boss.
Bosch definitely looks the worst.
Yes, not looking great.
Okay, Eve will... what spell slots do I have left? Yeah, Eve's gonna cast a 3rd level Cure Wounds on Bosch.
Alright, lay out that healing.
Ooh, that's okay.
Alright.
I'll take it.
And, man, this is unfortunate. For her bonus action, she will, fiddle out a quick song and shout out to Chilbu, "Hang in there, buddy, you got this!"
Alright,
good?
Chilbu, you feel inspired, I guess.
Shilbu is not feeling great right now.
How
Not
bad is it?
exactly. I'm okay. I may not survive the round. Probably
Oh,
won't survive the
God.
round. But I'm okay right now. The problem is the 2 biggest people are going to hit me.
Well,
Quite possibly. But we're gonna find out how that goes now. As Chilbu, it's your turn.
oh, I'm also just gonna shift here. That's it.
Okay.
Chilbu, using Big Brain, will start off by using his last bonus action to give him the 10 hit points back.
Alright.
Holy hell, he should protect himself. But he really wants to punch this dude in the face, so that's what he's gonna do. He will flutter at this boy, taking this attack of opportunity.
Alright. That is a 23 to hit.
Yep.
That will be 6 points of damage.
There goes my 10 hit points. All right, and then you better fucking pay off, you stupid thunder punch. Yeah, you piece of shit. But yeah.
Your first blow, you go to punch, and you kind of skitter off this layer that he seems to have on him. But your second one, you're able to crack through it with your thunderous gauntlet, dealing some damage. I believe that is your action economy.
Yeah, I'm just, I was considering if I wanted to shift, but I'm in a bad position no matter what. So I'm just gonna stay here. Oh, you know what? What's your bardic? A D6?
D8.
It's a D8? I'm gonna try it on first, Dia.
Alright.
Oh!
Let me get that double punch action.
Jilbu,
Yes, sir.
how'd you like to kill him? That was exactly how many hit points he had left.
I mean, we've already established Shilbu is full one punch man. So he comes with a flying uppercut, and it's just like, oh. Well, I expected the head to stay there, but head no exists.
Alright, his head rolls.
You see that? Like it cracks me up.
Jilbu, God damn it!
Some of the political stuff, or like some of them in session, and they're all talking over each other like a bunch.
I will need one moment.
Shilbu stares at the big thing and just prays to whatever god is listening that this thing is gonna fall to.
Sorry about that. So, it is now Tia's turn. Tia needs to make a strength save. She does not make it. And begins to take some damage as this creature kind of constricts tightly around her throat, making it hard for her to breathe. And then but she does manage to rake a claw down on this thing as it grips on her.
Yeah, as it is.
Dealing maximum damage again. Alright. This one's go. This one, after being thrown off of Bosch, is going to try and latch himself back on. I take it a 19 hits you.
Yes.
That is 5 points of damage reduced to 2. And you are in luck. A 7 will miss you. Growing tired of this, you are able to bash away the second blow and not let it latch onto you. That one's going to try and hit Veritas. It's right there. That is absolutely going to hit for 5 damage to Veritas. And another 19 for 6 damage. And Veritas, you are wrapped up again.
Yep.
This one is just gonna squeeze down on Tia. Tia, by the way, is looking really, really rough. This one will attack Mary. And completely miss. The Eladrin proving that elves are just far more nimble than others is able to dodge out of the way of its attacks.
Okay, now it's time for Fireball.
Now it is in fact time for Fireball.
Let's see. Not that one. There we go. It's going to be centered on this point.
All
So that it
right.
only hits.
Now here's the thing. That
Yeah.
one, I only have it off the token square so that you can see both Tia, where Tia is, and it.
Right,
That one
it's
is
occupying the
on
same space.
Tia. They are technically sharing the space. I just have them separated so that you can see who's there.
Right, that's fine. I can hit 2. That's alright. I'll do the same thing. It's fine.
Okay. They need to roll a couple of dex saves. Nope. Maybe what is your spell save DC?
My DC is 15.
All right.
And
Gotta
if any of them look like they're going to pass it, as a reaction, I would expend one of my Astromancy Archive charges to have one of them roll a d4 and apply the number as a penalty.
Gotcha. Well, one of them rolled a 14 on the die, but has 0 to add to it, so they both fail.
Okay. Sweet.
All right. Your explosion rocks the two of these. They are both still standing, but they're definitely a lot more pissed off.
Wait. That's, I'll move, like, 10 feet in this direction. And then my turn.
All right. Bosh.
You said the Tia is looking really, really bad.
Yes.
Yeah. And there are no good choices. I am going to get a little closer.
All right.
Actually, were we playing it where does the lance have reach?
Does a lance have reach?
The lance should have reach.
I think so.
I don't know. It's a heavy two-handed weapon. I don't know if it has reach.
Let's see. Lance. Lance has reach.
Okay. So then, in theory, I should be able to stay where I am and hit one that's on Tia. Now, the problem is it may also hit Tia. I don't know how that works, but not thinking too clearly in this moment. I am going to attack it.
All right.
And yeah, let me add the inspiration.
Add your bardic inspiration. Its
But
AC
I do have
is
another attack.
12. So that will miss.
Do it again.
I saw go on green one. There you go.
Natural
There
20.
you go.
You go in for the first strike, but Tia kind of convulses a little bit, and you kind of move out of the way to not hit her, and are able to come down and absolutely just rend this thing off of her. It is
Cool.
dead and gone.
Oh, you know what? I forgot about one. This one did hit me once on its turn, right?
It has hit you twice.
Me twice? Okay. She takes that advantage. Because of wild magic.
Yes, that's right. We have been forgetting that. That would have been really important.
You hear a voice in your head, Bosh, saying, Get away from me, Bosch.
Okay.
That's not safe.
Says the sword that is, well, the maul that is currently wrapped up. Or, well, was he a whip? I don't know. He's wrapped up.
He said he went into a more snake-like form in order to explore.
Okay, so
It's
he
Probably a whip.
Okay. I guess Bosch will hear that and run over here, taking 2 attacks of opportunity.
All right. That is a 16 on the first one,
Misses.
and a 20 on the second one.
Do with that damage.
Right. 5 reduced to 2. Go ahead and roll your damage for being hit. All right.
That'll be my turn.
This thing. Chilu's closer. It is going to start approaching you, Chilu, and it will hit you with a 24.
Go away.
6 points of damage for the first hit.
All right.
Second hit is a natural 1, so that will miss.
Haha. Something lives for another turn.
So the Necromancer.
Hey,
is-
hey, time out now.
He's dead, right?
The head looks at you.
I gotta have some sort of disadvantage or something.
And you watch as the hands on the body start to kind of weave some magic as his contingency goes off. That is going to hit everyone in the room.
Oh no.
I
You
need
say everyone, you mean everything?
Sure. I need everyone to make a con save.
Oh no.
Oh. Oh, thank goodness.
All right. Uh-oh, I need to roll. That's not good. Just realized something. One of you is going to go down. I need to make sure it does this. Okay, good. This doesn't do anything when you hit 0. Because it doesn't matter what I roll for Tia.
Oh, I don't care that much. That's just our taxi.
Oh. Oh, oh.
How
Oof.
dare you, sir?
Let's see. Mary is going to fail.
Hunt would like water.
That's why we can just crop it. It's all good. Sandra knew what she was doing when she put her on the far end.
Oh.
Through. That one's gonna die. That one's gonna die. The rest of them I will need to roll on.
Can you at least tell us the number? Don't leave us in suspense.
I have a feeling I know what this is.
I have an
yeah,
inkling as
yeah,
well.
Nick, you should be very familiar with this. All right. But good news, the one that's on Veritas failed the con save, so will probably die. As did the one that's assailing Grey Malkin. The one above him saved, and then big guy fails. And let me just roll this circle of death damage.
Yep.
That's not so
Oh,
bad.
that's not bad. That's not bad.
Goes down.
Damn it, sword.
Nah!
These also go down.
Was the DC?
DC was
I rolled
15.
I rolled an 11.
Yeah. So yeah, everyone but Veritas, at least in the party, succeeded.
So, is Veritas on the other side of the portrait? Is the captain's Veritas and Tia? If so, this is real convenient. It is Veritas and Cassandra cursed you guys.
So Veritas is still kind of wrapped up. Granted, it's all dead now, but there's a lot of it.
Yeah.
But hey, you have bigger things to worry about, Chilbu, as the light in the head's eyes goes silent once more, and he is now well and truly dead.
Hey, I'm in the middle of the picture. I'm too hard to crop out, Max.
Does a 26 hit you?
Do your worst. Probably
22
going
points
down.
of bludgeoning damage.
Yep, Chilbu's down.
And then it's gonna swing around and attack Bosch. That is a 19.
Oh, it hits.
Ooh. Ooh. That is also 23 points of 23 points of damage, but you are raging, so it is reduced to 11.
We roll damage. 3 points of force damage on this giant corpse monster.
All right. Some of the corpses are lost on it, but things are looking dire.
Ah.
That one is dead. Grey Malkin is going to clutch her hand and attempt to finish off the one that has been harassing her this whole time with a chilled touch. She hits, even with the disadvantage. And that is going to do some damage. A pitiful amount of damage, not enough to finish it. As a icy hand grips it, but not able to finish it off. Roll a death save, Veritas.
One fail.
One failure.
Alright,
Eve.
who do you love more?
So Tia is down right in front of you, and the mound of flesh has stopped wriggling where Veritas was. Also, you saw Chilbu go down, and Bosch looks terrible.
You only saved one of us. Who do you love the most?
It's a pretty bad situation for you.
Don't worry about Bosch for this turn. It's a half
work.
You know what? It's okay. It's okay. Eve is screaming in horror at this point, and with what remains of her
juice,
she will cast Mass Healing Word on
Nice.
all of you.
Can you click the spell for me?
Yeah.
Are you trying to say she can't see our buddy?
Oh, that's not the description. Hang on. How do I do the? No, I don't want to roll.
If
Give
you
me the
have
description.
If you have the pop out on the sidebar, it should say display in VTT.
Ah, there we go. It asks me to roll again, but hopefully it will do the thing too. Okay, there we go.
Within range is 60 feet. That's the whole room.
The thing, can you see Veritas?
Shit.
Well, perception check.
Can I? Ah! God damn it! Okay, well, if I can't see Chilbu through the giant mass of corpses,
Now, this is for Veritas. You can totally see Chilbu. The thing is large enough where you can kind of see through it.
okay, but I can't see Veritas.
Well, I'm asking for a perception check on Veritas.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
It's alright. It's a stressful situation.
Ah! No!
7.
It's okay, Eve.
If she also heals the thing wrapped around it, can you?
It is an undead creature. It would not gain any benefit.
Son of a. Okay.
You do not
know
benefit
what?
in the healing Veritas. I'm sorry.
That was the bonus action. Okay.
That is a bonus action. But yes,
All right.
Everyone else heals for 7.
Well, we found Eve's least favorite. There we go.
Damn it.
Let's see,
Eve will, after doing that, stomp over this corpse and throw herself into this crowd. Which one's the one that's wrapped around Veritas?
This one, the one with the icon, unless it did not update. It didn't update.
It does not have an icon.
Well, it's that one.
Okay.
It is dead.
Oh.
I don't know why it didn't get a cross out. I'm going to delete him.
Okay, so it's just this guy left.
It's just that guy left. That's engaged with Grey Malkin.
Okay. Question. Am I able to... No, never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna stab it.
You stab it.
Stabby stab.
Stab away.
God damn it!
A 14 hits.
Oh, okay, never mind. Not that bad.
You are, as it is gripped in this wintry claw, you are able to stab through and deal enough damage to kill it.
Okay, so I moved, let's see, 5, 10, 15. Use the rest of my movement to plant herself in front of the pile of flesh on the ground.
Alright.
Baring her teeth.
Alright, and that's it. I'm just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Would you have healed Grey Malkin?
Yes, she was included.
Alright. Chilbu! You don't have to roll a death save. But you are prone on the ground currently.
Oh, does Shilbu think about self-preservation at all? Most likely not. Let's go with... Let's go with a second level magic missile as I stand up.
Alright.
And that would just be
That's 4, I believe.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright. You blast out these concussive missiles. Dealing 14 points of damage. body parts go flinging off of the monstrosity, but it still stands. It is starting to look rough, though.
Actually, no, I'll stay there. We're still in range anyway.
Yep. Alrighty then. Tia is going to stand up. What was the athletics checks for?
That was just me trying to click, and I missed. I was trying to clear my screen, and I missed. Sorry.
Gotcha. Alright. Silver Dragon's gonna come up and try to help you, Bosch. And tear a claw into the fleshy mass. Dealing 10 points of damage. Alright. That's her turn. That one is dead. Alright. Gazrakul. A lot of things are dead.
Yes, indeed they are, but we have a very large problem, and I would like to get rid of it.
How would you like to do so?
So, centered on this point, which should not hit anyone else, I'm going to cast another fireball.
Alright, another fireball. It fails. How do you want to do it?
It is black flame, and it just impacts that point, and the entire thing catches on fire. I imagine there's some unholy screaming of the various dead bodies that it's made up of, but it burns black.
And it burns, burns, burns.
Oh, so let me not hear.
And that will not quite end initiative, but it will end combat.
Going out on the front porch.
Just fireball.
Alright.
This I don't like. Why does that not end initiative?
Because Veritas is dying!
Bosch, the
Yeah, but-
creature lies flaming before you.
Uh-huh.
Do you do anything?
Oh. Is Eve's token behind the boneless thing? There we go. Okay, yeah, I will actually God can help. I will rush over and touch Eve on the shoulder and let me would be 3. The 1. Well, you get a first level spell slot back, just in case.
Oh, thank you.
You feel this wave of energy hit you, Eve, like a nice glass of coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
Anything else,
That's
Bosch?
all I got.
Alright. That one's dead. Necromancer gone. He also got incinerated. He's incinerated. Mad Grey Mohawkin.
Does she have healing abilities?
Nope.
Alright, well, roll that death save then. Bosch. Or. Veritas.
Will not roll a death save.
Alright, guys.
Roll a death saving throw, Veritas.
Here
No, Bosch, you roll it.
goes.
Oh, nice.
A success.
Yeah,
Eve.
buddy. Alright, we're good.
You
No nat 1.
you have a mental ping. You know where Veritas is now. And you know that he is in trouble.
Eve does?
You do. You get a mental communique.
Okay. Eve will immediately drop down to her knees and dig through the flesh for him.
It's disgusting.
Ugh.
But you find him.
And will grab onto him and cast Cure Wounds with that first level spell slot I just got back.
Alright. And that will end initiative.
Veritas, can you hear me? Are you okay?
It's kind of like a little. He's really out of it.
Oh, jeez. She kind of like scoops him up and like gives him a hug. Oh god.
He is very slimy and smelly.
Oh, you're gross. Oh, I'm glad you're okay. Oh my god, everyone, I'm glad you're okay. Shilbu, you alright? Tia!
Yo, let's won't talk about Rozzy. That's how you use the emo hellfire. Let's go.
Oh, good. Shilbu's fine.
That was pretty cool. So, you know.
You all performed impressively. We are sure that this was the right decision, and seeing all of you in action only confirms that fate has brought us here.
Jobu is in high spirits, if that's what you mean by fine.
Alright. Okay, who's still...
Sorry. Yo, I didn't think his head was gonna fall off like that. I just wanted to knock him out.
Shilbu. Oh, we were supposed to get him alive, but it's okay. I'm just glad you're okay.
I mean, they usually don't. Well, they do usually die when I do that, but I mean, usually I have a choice. Like that time, it just. I attempted to knock out. And then he blew us up anyway. What's up with that?
Yeah, that was rough. That was almost really bad. Man, you guys are something. Oh,
Chibu, you can roll an Arcana check if you want to identify what exactly happened.
I mean, Chilpu wasn't that curious. He was just trying to get Eve to stop blaming him for not keeping the kid alive.
All right.
I mean, I'll roll it.
All right.
It
You know
worked.
that he had probably casted the contingency spell that on his death there would be a circle of death.
Yeah. If you cast that DM bullshit, yeah, Chilpu got it.
Eve wanders over to his headless corpse, still holding on to Veritas.
It's on fire. It was also in the
Yes.
blast.
Ah, damn it.
Also, I might not have killed it. It might be the hellfire that finished him. I'm gonna go ahead and go with that. He cast a spell after I punched him.
I'm pretty sure that having his head separated from his body was probably the thing that did it. Just a theory.
He cast a spell after that. I don't know. I checked the magic, and it seemed like he was still a little lit alive.
I think we might have some parts just in case the Part Lady wants something.
Yeah. Is his head on fire or just his body?
Oh, the way his head rolled, yeah, it was even further into the blast. It's gone.
God damn it!
I mean, roll a investigation check.
Okay. Nope.
You find bits and pieces of a skull.
Eve kicks it.
DM, there was something more important in this room.
Something more important?
There was a Mox eating shit.
Right.
What happened to that?
That became the large thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Just making sure it's gone. I don't want that motherfucker snacking in the corner like it's all good. Okay.
But I went to put out the fire on the body so we can have some remains. The body of the necromancer. And pile of corpses, I don't think I would try to put out.
Yes, press the ditch. Press the ditch around.
The corpse pile is still smoldering.
So as you put out the fire on the necromancer, what is left behind is ash and a cube.
Cube?
A cube, yes.
Quick magic awareness?
It is in fact magical.
Magical, okay. Do I notice any other things pop up in the room that are magical apart from what we have?
Um, that's 30 feet, right?
60 feet.
60 feet. You sense some magical items on Grey Malkin.
Figured.
Other than that, I don't think there's anything else. Aside from, I guess you would detect that the ball that Gaz has is obviously magical.
So it makes sense.
I mean,
But
it
it
literally
was magic
floats.
if it wasn't obvious. So
Yo, Mary, I want my wish back.
We may identify the nature of this cube if you will allow us, Bosch.
of course,
Can you identify non-magical items?
I thought it was magic.
The cube is
Identify
magical.
spell.
I'm afraid that I cannot give you a refund.
Man, you didn't keep me alive for nothing.
And yet here you are.
Because of Eve.
And why is Eve alive?
Because of us.
Casting Identify as a ritual. So we pop a squat on the ground and just all three heads turn their attention to the cube.
Alright. Dusting it off from the ash, it almost appears glass-like, and you notice that there are buttons on each of the faces of different shapes.
While this is happening, eventually the whip that's resting on that Eve's holding kind of moves his head up and looks over to the burning mass of bodies of this black fire, and kind of does like a solemn stare, as much as a whip can make a solemn stare.
What do the buttons do?
Pushing the buttons and kind of going through your identify spell, it seems the buttons will not react to anyone that's not attuned to this item.
He shares that with the squad.
You started identifying. Bosch sat down cross-legged and has been watching you with rapt attention.
You know, we gotta take that back to the Red Lady, right?
probably you wanted. Well, she wanted the guy, but it's proof of what we did, kinda.
We'll sweep them up.
A pile of ash isn't going to convince anyone of anything. We've come back from this pretty much empty-handed, except we have a witness, right, Miss Grey Malkin?
I mean, I'm trying to point no fingers or nothing like that, but if anybody can figure out how to, like, do stuff with dead people, I'm pretty sure it's one of these colored court people. So maybe we bring back everything we can?
Are any of the harbor coins glinting on the ground anywhere?
Given that most of the slime that was in this particular area has turned to ash, you do see that there are about 10 Harper coins.
These should serve as justification.
That they should. Gods, we needed them alive more than anything. They were the whole reason we came here in the first place. There go our potential allies. let's salvage what we can, I guess.
I mean, Eve, I don't want to be mean or nothing like that, but if they couldn't fight off this, probably wouldn't have been much help.
It wasn't so much about their fighting abilities, it was more about the information they might have had, the connections, the resources. Knowledge is power, and we need as much of it as we can if we're going to rescue Virgil from where he's at.
The court's got that.
It turns out we have an offer ourselves, but it is something to be discussed in a safer place.
An offer? Of what? Knowledge? Of... Do you know anything about Silver Rock?
As we have stated, somewhere safer would be best to continue this line of conversation.
Eve makes an impatient noise and does a gesture to everyone, like a round-up gesture. It's like, all right, let's get what we need. Let's get out of here.
You know, I don't know if there's a safe spot in this city. Just a heads up.
I assume they'll want to get out of the dead part of the city first.
We see no reason to remain here, or the task you have set before you is complete. There is nothing here but the dead and the dying.
Yo, Mary,
Yes.
can you get the information we need?
Is that one of the favors you want?
Could you do it before I ask for it? Because last time, your favor kind of turned out to be a bit of a disappointment.
See if it does.
If I recall correctly, I broke the concentration on the hand that was going to attack you, and blocking your path.
We can get into semantics later, lady. I just need to know, can you get that information that Eve needs?
I can.
Eve, is this worth it?
Eve kind of gives Grey Malkin a look. I think we should wait to hear what our new friend over there has to say before we make any rash jumps, leaps of faith. Let's wait and see.
Mary, will you stay?
I will be around.
How long do we have before you leave?
Not very long.
If you owe us favors, then surely you can't just up and disappear on us without fulfilling your end of the bargain, considering the fact that these two fellas risked their lives to gain those favors from you.
And I fully intend to repay those favors. You need but merely ask the favor.
You got like a calling card or something? Some way I can contact you if you do leave?
Ask the favor, and I will hear it.
That's settled.
Creepy but good. Alright. Come on, fellas, shall we? Before we go back out onto those streets, who's really badly hurt still?
Half the party raises their hand.
Well,
Jobu coughs up blood. I'm good.
God.
I am also very injured.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got 2 spell slots left.
I'm good. Chobu's good.
I don't-
At the pile.
Do I believe Chobu?
Chobu has spell slots.
Okay.
All right.
All
As
right.
you turn to leave, you see that the wall is still there.
God! Seriously?
So we gotta kick it here for a minute anyway. So let's talk.
Yes. And also, Gazrakul, with your identify complete, you would know that this is a cube of force.
Cube of force.
And it also appears to be what is keeping up the wall in front of you.
Did you just give us the most broken item, dude? Let's go.
All right. Well, they're going to keep pressing buttons until it attunes.
This will take an hour. So, go ahead and everyone mark off a short rest.
Okay.
The cube also will have 26 charges currently.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it has a lot of charges. Out of curiosity, would you also be doing Song of Rest, Eve?
Ah, yes, that too. Thank you.
What does that add?
That will add.
I believe
Hold
it's,
on.
it's its own die.
Golly, Veritas.
I don't know why they don't just make it so that it rolls off your bardic die,
Yeah.
but no, it's its own die.
And yeah, it's an extra d6.
Per roll or just 1d6?
For everyone.
Each of those creatures gains an extra 1d6 hit points.
So Eve rolls a d6, and you all will get that d6.
Back at full.
You all get 5 more.
Sweet.
Lick.
I am now fuller.
And I will let people refund hit die if that wouldn't have brought you to full. Or would have.
You gonna refund that one at the end, Veritas?
Yeah, you do have to do it in order, though. Can't refund the 5, but that was the second roll.
Well, at the very end is the 1, so...
Right.
Yeah.
1d6.
70% health.
Hey,
Too bad.
that doesn't change much.
68%, just under. Rounds to 68% health. I think I'm fine. Most things out there can't hit me.
Plus...
Eve keeps trying to bug Gazrakul during this process and keeps trying to ask him questions while he's trying to focus. So what did you mean about your offer? We can't go anywhere. What are you talking about? Information? Silver Rock? What you got?
That's the fun part of having 3 heads. So 2 of them are focused on the attuning, and Gaz turns his head to you.
We are representatives of the Black Network, more commonly known as the Zentara.
Pardon?
Wait, I thought guys and Cool couldn't talk. That only Roz could talk.
That's what you've experienced so far, but here is Gaz speaking.
Told us it's Josh, but okay.
We know of your negative run-ins with those who claim to be the Zentarum in the past, but we have come to assure you that the true Zentarum bear you no ill will. Those that struck out at you before serve a different master.
Okay. What master is it that you serve?
We serve the true Zentarum. Those who struck at you before are slaves of Manchu, an offshoot of the organization who don't abide by the proper standards of decorum. we freely offer our aid and our connections to you for some assistance in the future. We have seen in our visions that you have considered traveling to the city of Waterdeep. And if that journey is made in the future, we have but a small favor to ask when we arrive.
And what favor is it that you would ask of us that has to do with Waterdeep?
The Zentarum know that Still Havity is a threat to us all, and we would see him defeated. But Waterdeep is also the site of a clandestine war between the true Zentarum and the clone Manchu. We would simply ask that you divert some of your resources to assisting us while we are there. In the same way, we will provide our aid in whatever adventures are ahead of us in defeating Still Havity.
So you're asking us to fight people who already hate us. What I hear you
How many-
saying.
How many pirates do you need?
Damn.
Don't be stingy, Eve.
There is no need to agree right away. The journey ahead of us is long, and we are more than happy to help for as long as is necessary. But consider our offer. We know much, and our connections are very useful. We could provide you the information you seek.
You tell us why those guys were so upset with Virgil? Zentarum ones?
We can ask the right people. The war takes place in the shadows, and the battle lines are ever shifting. But we can put out a probe to find your friend and see what must be seen.
Probe away. Send a message.
Well, surely we must exit this basement before any message can be sent, correct? I do not see any Zentarum agents other than ourselves in this room, so perhaps an exit would bring us closer to that goal.
Eve comments in a slightly passive-aggressive tone, not making eye contact. I've spent my whole life around mages, and that's never really stopped them from communicating with each other in my experience. Are you a bit new to this?
They turn their attention back to the cube.
Eve, I don't think he's a pirate mage.
Eve slaps Jilbu in the shoulder, and then snatches her hand back, going, "Ow! Armor!"
Silver takes 1 point of damage.
No, he does not, because
I
Eve
don't
deals 0 damage. Oh wait, no, she actually does deal 1 damage on arm struck.
It's 1 plus strength mod, so
Well, I guess since we're sitting here, or the magic people, how are you doing with magic? How much do you have?
I mean, I can feel better, or I can do a little bit of damage. I'm trying to save my resources.
I've got nearly no juice left. In a pinch, I can heal up a couple people. That's about it.
Well, I can't give this to you again. I could just do that thing once.
No, I appreciate it.
Short rest or long rest?
I missed the beginning of what you said.
Per person, per short rest, per long rest?
Long
What's
rest.
this one?
For their
What's the
long
long
rest. They can
recover a spell slot.
But like, when does your ability recharge?
Also a long rest.
Okay.
I'm gonna use Arcane Recovery to bring back a 3rd level spell slot.
All right. You were hucking some fireballs.
But yeah.
I'm okay, Josh. I mean, fucking botch.
It's okay, I can be Josh.
So, kill it. Devil Sword got possessed.
Okay. Guess I'll help out Shilbu.
I guess you can't cast too many spells when you can't see, huh? Veritas.
No, I was using my future, so I was using my sorcery points to cast spells.
Cool.
Got it.
Yeah.
Shilbu, you get a 2nd level spell slot.
That's great, because... Yeah. That's great.
You said 26 charges, right?
Yes, it currently has 26.
Alright, so when the attunement process ends, they're going to press face number 6 to deactivate the barrier.
All right. Boop. The wall fades.
Oh, good.
The cube slides into a robe pocket.
All right.
By the way, is this room a big empty open space with nothing in it, or is there anything around? Like,
There are, in one corner, there is some burning things. Look like bookcases and some
damn it.
general lab equipment. But there are other bookcases that are kind of spread about the room. As for any information that you might have gleaned during the short rest, it's a lot of light necromantic reading.
Lovely.
Hey, yo, Rozzy. You think your communications will work? I really want to use my 2nd wish on a cookbook.
We will reach out to those we know of as soon as we are able. The network is in many of the major cities, if not all. Your information will be forthcoming.
Does it
Looking
look like
forward
any of those books are valuable?
Yep, that's.
Anyone looking at books can roll an investigation check.
Veritas will give the help action to Eve.
Thank you. Ooh, nat 20.
All right. The both of you are able to find a pair of volumes of this leathery backed tome. It has quite a bit of information on necromancy, kind of some higher level stuff. This definitely seems like the stuff that he was probably more looking into currently, and probably led to the abominations that were created today.
Is there a tongue stapled to it?
No, that's currently in his bag. Come on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my bad. Wrong evil book.
You hear a voice. Miss Eve.
Yes, Veritas?
That was one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Oh, God, I didn't even. I'm sorry, buddy. That must have been awful. Kind of pats his handle.
You can like pat like the head that's kind of like poking out. That's like like the whip head.
There we go.
Yeah. Basically, it's just like a snake. Right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to put book in my inventory and just remember that it is a necromancy book.
All right. Eve, can you do me a favor and roll a 1d2?
Oh boy, okay.
As
A
you roll-
1d2.
Yes, you rolled the natural 20, so that's going to determine which volume you have.
I don't see an option to
There isn't
roll
an option. You'll have
D2.
to /R space 1d2.
Or just like roll any die and go
There we
high low. Even up.
You found the second volume. Gaz, you have the first volume.
Okay.
Got it. Is it anything special, or should it just stay book?
Write down Necromantic Secret Book, Volume 1.
By the way,
That should
GM,
tell you what I
Chobu
need to know.
Chobu has fluttered back to the top of the stairs, and he's keeping watch. Just because he's not interested in anything that's happening in this room anymore.
P.S. As for the value of those books, you both know that you wouldn't just be able to sell this to any old magic shop. The only people interested in it are probably kind of Gaz's people, but
Black Network.
probably easily sell it to the Zentarum. They would know someone that would like it.
We know a cow that likes to cast necrotic spells.
That is true. You could ask, I don't know her name, and I'm not going to bother remembering it.
Tunya?
Yeah!
That sounds right. Yes, Petunia the necromantic cow.
That talks.
That talks, yes.
Because that crown of intelligence.
Yep.
Eve, in an attempt to comfort Veritas, says, "Well, I'm sorry that you had to see all this, that this was done to one of your people, but at the very least, the culprit of it won't be doing this to anyone else in the future." Come on, let's get out of here.
Okay.
Alright. You climb the stairs and eventually find daylight once more. And the dead city is quiet. How? I assume that you would go back the way you came, out the gates that you arrived at.
They're waiting for us to come back, right? They clocked that we were going in, but they wanted us to check back with them when we were leaving, right?
I don't think they said anything like that. I think you pressured them into talking to higher ups, and they just kind of let you through, if I recall correctly.
Okay.
Chobu will hide somewhere near the gate for like 5 minutes and wait for them to get past, and then bamf over to Eve because I don't want them thinking that they brought a devil back from the Deadlands.
But you did. So as
Oh,
you
we do have an extra person as well.
yes, as you approach the gates, Gaz, you would know that there are guards that patrol the outer edges of the dead city of Neverwinter. Is there anything in particular you would like to do?
Dude, that's on guys. That's not on us. He's the one who got in.
Before they approached the gates, he would have disguised himself back into his human form.
Alright, you cloak up with some magical cloakiness. Ah, you're back. Did you find what you were looking for?
As much as we could. Anyway, we all got a bit beat up in there. I think it's high time that we hightailed it out. Got back to the safe part of the city for now.
Did you kill all of them?
I think so. Not all the undead in the city, dear lord.
Right.
What do you think we
More
are?
the ones that you counted. We don't want to make sure that none followed you.
Oh, no, I don't think there's any chance of that.
That's good to hear. Say, weren't there 6 of you?
Ah, Yes, there were. We didn't have as much success as we would have liked, but we did rescue one individual.
Rescue, huh? If you don't mind me asking, how did you end up in the Dead City?
We were searching for a relative, and it turns out the worst came to pass.
Hey,
Are you-
Demon Dragon, do you not have a disguised voice, or are you just out here?
Kind of looks side to side to both of you, just like, why does it talk like there's an echo? Just kind of looks from side to side, just like, is he okay?
Yeah, don't worry about him. He's fine.
We have a sore throat.
I'm gonna need a deception check. It's gonna be with
You-
disadvantage with that, with that comment.
You resist the strong urge to facepalm.
It's a whole 2.
Oh
No.
no.
I also want one from Eve.
Okay. Maybe we can rescue this. It's fine. Oh no.
Well, I still gotta roll his insight. Kind of looks at all of you. His eyes squint. Leans over to Eve, just like, I'd keep an eye on the shady one. Not sure if you can trust him.
Don't worry, buddy. I'm
I mean,
way
you
ahead
really
of
want
you.
to catch what he's got. I mean,
Are you kidding me?
no.
Oh my god.
Who
Eve
knows
just
what kind
kind
of
of does
diseases
a
are out there in
double
the Dead
take
City?
and just. Oh, go ahead.
I mean, who knows what kind of diseases are in the Dead City?
Eve started responding to him and then did a double take and just kind of stared at him blank faced for a moment and was like, right, yeah, yep, no worries, we're all taking great precautions. That's why he's kind of standing in his own little pocket of space over there, not catching anything that he's got.
Veritas communicates telepathically to Cooley. You should keep that voice for when you want to sound imposing. Because it doesn't work good when you're out and about in the city.
Does Cool respond to Veritas?
Also casting message.
We speak with one voice. There is no separation.
Oh no.
Alright.
You might have some issues.
Open the gate for them. And the gate will open for all of you to head on your way.
Thanks, fellas. Have a nice day.
Well, as nice as it can be, guarding the Dead City. Thanks. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better with the dead you killed. And you head on your way. Returning back to the gate for the common district.
Alright. So, what time is it, by the way, at this point? What time of day?
Let's see. It was about midday when you arrived, so it is early, like, evening. The sun is starting to dip. The sky is changing to that nice red.
Alright, we should definitely report in about what we found, but I don't know about you guys. I think maybe we should call it a day for today, get some rest, finish up our business with these people when we're a little bit less, at death's door.
I feel icky.
Yeah, sure you do, buddy.
Boss, we got some pigeons to bribe.
Yeah, no, might take a little longer because we're gonna like a little area for them to.
I mean, for now, all we need is a little bit of tender love and care towards a certain baker. See what that's gonna cost us.
I mean, if you want to set that up, that wasn't really a thing.
Well, I can't talk to the damn pigeons, boss.
Like a personal problem. You tried talking to him?
Yeah, I did actually.
Oh, that reminds me. I still have that bread I have to give.
Do I, what was the name of the big chonky bird?
Tubbs.
Tubbs.
Do we want to? We're back home. We want to talk about our with Ozzy.
Sorry, what are you talking about?
We're supposed to find somewhere safe to talk over business negotiations.
Well, he needs to go get to his people. We know what he needs. He needs to go get to his people to go talk to somebody to go get the information. Where's your closest contact, Gashi?
We will put a coded notice in the local closest taverns throughout the city, and we should receive a response in a timely manner if any agents are in the area, which in Neverwinter there should be more than a few.
Great, happy to hear it. Do you need a place to stay, or do you already have lodgings somewhere nearby?
That depends, DM. Faction agent, the feature is Safe Haven.
You would know a place. I'm currently looking for it.
Yeah, wherever the local Zent-run tavern, or Zent-influenced tavern, that can give me free room and board.
Yeah, I'm just checking which one that is. Or which one I need to make that one.
We have a place to stay, but we would like to know where best to meet you.
Okay, well, I think our address is pretty common knowledge at this point, right, guys? Can't hurt, can it?
I mean, I'm pretty sure Bosch registered us with the city, so we're public information.
I mean, we needed keys, so we kind of had to do that.
Oh no, I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying, like, I'm pretty sure that happens. So yeah, like.
If the Eschatel could find us, then it's public information. So yeah, we are holed up at the moment in the old Wesker trading outpost, in the Pauper district. Wait, no, or is it in the dock area? I don't know. It's in the dock area. Dock area.
Wow. Eat the Feywild also might be registered under Eat the Feywild.
We will find.
Bye-bye, Razi, Cooley.
See you tomorrow. Thank you for your help today. It's appreciated.
Of course, we will see you soon.
And yeah, he'll just start strolling down the street to the local Zent hideout.
All right. You go there, wherever that might be. What do the rest of you do?
Chobu's gonna check the lower city to see if there's anybody selling dried fruit or nuts right now, or bread. But not the baker that I met earlier.
You're able to easily do so.
Alright.
Can we go back to the house?
Sure, absolutely. I think we've all earned a bit of a rest, especially you after seeing all that terrible stuff.
Gonna spend 6 gold on that.
You get armfuls. All right.
Chobu
So,
is specifically trying to negotiate with the halfling pigeon.
No.
okay.
Do not invoke him.
So I take it that all of you return to your home, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Veritas would also give Tubbs the other loaf of bread that he has on him.
All right. You arrive back at your home, and you do see that there are some pigeons around. You do not see Tubbs or the halfling pigeon yet, but there are a few pigeons that kind of hang around.
Chobu will open his giant handfuls of bags and do like a circle up motion in the air, and then close the bags again.
Okay. Hmm.
These pigeons aren't stupid.
Well, some of them are. Can I have a deck save?
We'll fuck a pigeon up, bro.
15. Opening the bag and doing that circle motion, about 15 pigeons come swooping down from various rooftops, trying to get at your bag, but you're able to close it and reaffirm that you are wanting to negotiate.
Yeah.
And several pigeons begin to appear, familiar ones.
Yo, Veritas, help me out real quick.
What do you want? What's your message?
I need them to send some tender loving care over to our friendly baker across the street. And if they do, they can have all of this. All of this.
Oh my god.
So, which one was the leader again?
Tubbs.
Tubbs wasn't the leader, he was
Oh no?
the really fat one.
Yeah, he
Who's
was
the-
really.
Who's the OG gangster? Who's Al Capone?
The buff one.
No, he looked fairly normal. Bosch, did I give you a name?
I don't think I caught a name for the head pigeon.
You have not given us a name. I need the most mob bossy pigeon name of all time right now.
Al Coupon.
No.
Amazing.
Straight out of Sicily, let's do it.
Because Veritas is he can't really differentiate who is Al Capone. So he will reach out to Tubbs. Hello, Tubbs. I got the bread.
Oh, thanks.
As Veritas puts it down, he says, "So, where's your leader?"
You watch as the familiar pigeon that mostly was talking to Bosch flaps down.
Okay, he switches, and hello, my friend Jobo over here wanted to make a deal.
Did he now? What
Yes.
kind of a deal is he wanting to make with us?
Well, Veritas, you got to translate for me, but you know what it is? It's theirs on the way in. Mine needed to be a special delivery on the way out.
You know that baker across the street?
Yeah, we know the baker. We have good relations with him.
And Veritas, in a more human voice, or like replies back. They say they have a good relations with the baker.
Well, you're gonna have better relations with us. With us, come on now. Who gives you bags of stuff? You see these bags of stuff? All for you.
My
Translate,
friend,
Veritas.
And Veritas looks at Chilvu and then looks back. So Veritas forgot what Chilvu said.
Okay.
Is Veritas telling Chobu that, or is Veritas gonna wing it?
Oh,
Veritas then wings it.
Oh no.
Alright, show me the wing.
My friend here has some issues with that baker. And we want to make sure that the deal's sweet enough for you to make a few deliveries over there. If you catch my drift.
Yeah, I catch your drift. Alright.
We're already trying to make our own establishment here.
So you want to compete with the baker?
Not compete. Crush. Do not. And
Crush the
let's
baker.
say that if we're really successful, then it'd be even better for you if you stay here. Capiche?
On one condition.
What's that condition?
You build us a coup.
Yo,
And then-
Veritas is so gangster. What did we do? What monster have we created?
You build us a coup on top of your building there, and we'll make sure that you're successful.
Jubu, they want a coup at the top of the building. That's their request. And they'll help out.
Does Shilbu have the skill to make that happen?
I mean, yeah,
Yeah, we can make that happen.
And then looking back at Al Capone. Yeah, I think my friend here can work things out.
That's good to hear.
Deal. And his whip kind of extends out as like a handshake.
All right. It's a deal. And he grabs on, but then he pulls you close. But remember this. We always keep our end of the bargain. So there better be a coup up there soon, you hear? Or else things are gonna get real bad. And he will let go.
Power's over here.
Alright, that's good to hear. You hear that, boys? We're going to have a nice little coup right here.
Yo, Veritas, he tell you what dimensions he wants? What we talking about here?
And you reply back. Any preferences on that coup?
Well, obviously there needs to be a space for Tubbs here.
Right.
You don't gotta worry about Frank, though. He doesn't really like coups.
It's Frank the Mutant Halfling.
Frank is the mutant halfling.
Alright, one extra chunky pigeonhole.
Yeah. Yeah, just make sure that it's big enough for Tubbs over there.
Eve, can you roll a perception check?
Oh, sure.
Natural 20. In the distance, you hear coup.
No!
That's it. That's it. That's all I wanted to do.
I rolled a nat 20 for coup.
Yes, you did.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Eve.
You don't want to.
No, that was one of those times. Eve shudders a little bit and glances in a paranoid manner over her shoulder.
You swear off in the distance, you see it.
Ugh.
Majestic against the setting sun.
Ugh.
Yes.
Eve starts casting the dome immediately.
And as all of you cast the dome, and kind of converse on your next couple of steps, Gaz, you going off to acquire information on the Zentarum. That is where we will leave this group. But we're going to change the scenes a little bit. As we switch to a prison cell with a man chained up. Oh, that's not quite right. I think this one probably. Troy, are you able to speak? I am not hearing anything if you're saying something. In any case... Oh, well, son of a bitch.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
God, I was about to throw my microphone across the room.
But yes. Virgil, you are hanging from a wall in chains. You've been there for... It's hard to tell. you kind of play back the scenes in your mind of what led you to here, of your friends that you had been traveling with on the verge of defeat, and an enemy reappearing that was not expected. Offering yourself to save the rest of the party, you were transported to an elegant hall, at the throne of which stood a man in glistening plate, greeting you as Nathaniel. But you are not Nathaniel. You are Virgil Wintersbane. And upon him realizing this, he casted you into the dungeon, hoping to rehabilitate you through some not so great means. He has been your only visitor up until the day before, when suddenly Chilbu appeared in the space before you, and the two of you tried to escape. It was a bit confusing, and you unfortunately were not up to the task of leaving the space. But Chilbu did have a way to escape and report back to the others of where you were. So making sure that Chilbu escaped, you fought the guards, who returned you promptly to your cell in your weakened state. But at least you know that the party is still alive, even with all that was going on. But now you hear something that you don't hear that often, except for when Barristan Kench comes to make a visit. Footsteps approaching. But it is not Barristan Kench who comes to the cell. It is Heskel. You have not seen Heskel since you arrived here in Silver Rock, though. So it is surprising that she should arrive. Go ahead and roll an insight. Actually, you can't roll, can you?
1 second. Haven't done this in a while.
Yes. Go ahead and roll an insight check for me.
Hopefully this shit still works. Okay, just took a minute. God, it still works.
Alright. You do beat her. The look on her face is that of disgust. And a little bit of betrayal. So, he wasn't lying.
Who wasn't lying?
Your imp friend.
No, he doesn't lie too often, actually. They're bad at it.
You still don't believe you're Nathaniel Kench, do you?
Why does everybody keep calling me that? Or the
Because it's who you
last
are,
time.
or who you were.
Nathaniel was a guard for Neverwinter?
No.
That's what I was.
Nathaniel was. Well, he was a lord of Silver Rock and my brother. And.
He's gonna lean in a little bit, arms, bound to the wall and that whatnot, chained. I'm not fucking brother. I'm not that man's son. I am not who you think I am.
Roll a persuasion check. With advantage because of Chilbu's success on a previous check.
That's a number, I guess.
It is a
Oh,
number.
wow, that is such a bullshit.
You
And
do have
top die on
inspiration if
virtual
you.
die.
You do have inspiration if you want to reroll.
That would just be one roll then, right?
That would be run roll. Also, don't you have lucky?
I do.
Yeah, so you-
Actually, I don't know what I have. I do not know what's at my disposal. So,
Well, you have lucky and inspiration, so that'll work.
inspiration wasted.
All right.
Done.
I suppose you're not. I think it is time for a change around here.
What change would that be?
A change in leadership. My father's clearly not right in the head. He can't even recognize his own son.
You think you could do better?
I know I can. And I
Thought
think
I was
that
your brother.
I'm probably your best bet at getting out of this.
Oh, I don't know. Chobu can get to me. The others can too. Just takes time.
But wouldn't it be so much better if they had a faster way in?
Be a less bloody way, to be honest. I don't know if you've seen what Bosch can do with his axe, but a few of your guards could find out real quick.
A few of them, sure. But my father would make short work of him alone.
That's the thing about my group. Since we took on a foolish mission together, very rarely are we alone.
True enough.
Are you talking about getting rid of your father or just taking the crown for yourself?
The crown won't be mine unless he is slain. Him and my mother.
Trying to get rid of the whole family. Well,
is
because
how this works. How it always has.
God, you royals. So bloodthirsty. Just to get a piece of metal.
You're one to speak about bloodthirsty. Kind of bares her fangs. And it's less the royalty part.
I'm listening.
I just need you to be ready for when the time is right.
Kind of just gestures to him being chained up. Can't really go anywhere.
It's more about getting your strength back for when the time is right. And she will hold out a potion. Will you drink this?
And that exactly is what?
It'll help.
The problem with me helping you is right now there's a lot of distrust both ways, and we need just a little bit to move forward. You want me to drink that? I'm gonna need to know what it is first off. I'm not gonna drink something just to be your fucking puppet.
It will restore most of your strength.
It's gonna be a hard read, but is there any part of that statement that Virgil feels like is false?
Roll an insight. Hard to read.
Yeah, I figured this bitch would be.
Well, that time she rolled high. On a roll.
He will extend his arm as far as he can. His palm facing up. Just waiting for her to give it to him.
She'll hand it to you.
I'm gonna remove the cork and smell. Does it smell like a normal healing potion that I've used before?
Roll a perception check.
Hmm?
19. It most certainly does not smell like a potion of healing. It smells very bitter.
Put the cork back on. When do you need me at full strength exactly?
That depends on your friends.
Oh shit. That could be a while then.
I will bring them here. Not here exactly. Ever since the break-in, some wards have been put up to block travel like that.
So you take me. Believe I'm this Nathaniel. Your father doesn't realize that I'm not him. Imprison me, chain me to a wall. Practically starve me. You expect them to believe you? Kingdom's in good hands.
Just be ready.
Kind of clinks the chains together. Even at full strength. Still chained to a fucking wall. Just gonna leave the key slightly out of reach or something. Put it under my pillow.
You'll see. And she will begin to walk away.
No, this doesn't mean we actually fully trust each other, right?
Of course not.
At some point, whether it be your hand or mine, will be shown and we'll try and kill one another. He says that with a smile.
Well, I guess whenever that day comes, we'll both be ready. And she'll give you a smile, but I want an insight check.
I'm gonna use luck.
Alright.
Fuck that roll.
Alright. The smile's for show. She's actually kind of sad. There's a look of grief. Like she just lost someone. I'm not saying she's a good person, but you know.
No. No, me and her
You
have
get
a
the
date for sure. We gotta dance.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
For me?
In the time that Virgil has been here and was escorted, did he ever see any like royal paintings of a family or anything?
Roll a... Let's say history.
I was scared you were gonna say that. Fuck. Come on. Average as fuck.
You did, in fact, see what looked to be a family portrait. And there was, in fact, a man that looked a lot like you.
He just ponders her look, leans back against the stone wall, and sits and waits.
All right. And with that, that is where we will leave tonight's session.